Hey everyone, welcome to the Video Attic. My name is Mike Vaughn, and I'm really excited because I have a lot of movies to talk about, and I'm so happy y'all can join me because we got the stack of all stacks. So, um, yeah, it's great. We have a little bit of everything, every kind of genre you can think of, some mainstream, some obscure, and that's what I hope y'all get out of this. There is so much home video coming out right now. I honestly feel like, despite physical media being something that's very iffy, I don't know. I think we're in a golden age, is what I'm trying to spit out. And it's hard to keep up with all that stuff. So I hope that's something you get out of this video. I try to highlight not only very much like your mainstream movies, but also some really obscure stuff that I think you might dig. Yeah. And I am having a drink. Today we are having a hard cider atomic. Take that again. This is a hard cider atomic dog sweet blend, and feel free to pour yourself a beverage, alcoholic, non-alcoholic. We support all the different things. So cheers. It's been a really hard couple weeks. My dog has been going through like chemo, which is really awful, but thankfully he's taking it quite well. And some of y'all did reach out, which was awesome. I appreciate that. But I don't know. This keeps me going. I love talking home video releases, and I don't know. I'm gonna stop yammering on, and let's get to it because we have quite a bit. That is very good. Okay, so first off, I'm going to start a little bit more mainstream here, and we are talking about the first 4K release of South Park, bigger, longer, and uncut. I fucking love that dirty joke they were able to get by everybody. Yeah, so here is a better look at the back. We have a sing along version, which I think is hilarious and awesome. Then they have the theatrical version and special features, which I believe were all port overs from the previous releases. I do think the sing along is new, though. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, I think that's the case. I like the packaging. It looks really great as well. So we are sticking with the Trey Parker, Matt Stone, with the 20th anniversary, and also the another first time on 4K, Team America, World Police, and holy shit, this is a hilarious movie. Okay, so here and back. So, if you haven't seen this, you've probably seen the memes, or you've probably heard some of the songs. It's perfection. I don't know what else to say about it. It's really great. I also got to meet the Chiodo brothers, who, yes, are very famous for Killer Clowns from Outer Space, but they also did the puppets, the puppetry work for Team America, World Police. And this was going back a long time because this was just after this movie came out on home video originally, because I am that fucking old. So I just remember it was really funny because people were asking if Trey Parker or Matt Stone would ever do a sequel or anything else like this, with like doing puppetry and just something that's this ambitious. And it was flatly like a hell no. Apparently, it was a very bad experience. It took a toll, I guess, making it, apparently. All right, moving right along, we have another really stellar release. Another first time 4K, the 20th anniversary of Anchorman. And love this art. I don't know, it's simple, but I think it's pretty effective. So here's the back, and has the theatrical and unrated, same as Team America. And yeah, another comedy that everyone's seen or heard of or quoted. Another really good one. Yeah, Paramount, like killing it with these 4K releases. But we're not going to let Paramount have all the fun. We're going to pivot over to Warner Brothers with Purple Rain, another really famous, stellar film. There's nothing new on this. I think it's just port overs, but looking really nice. All right, so we need balance. So I want to throw some obscure stuff in here now. This is one that I was really excited to hear it coming out, and that is The Crippled Masters from Film Masters. And yeah, I know that title's cringy and ableist. I also don't necessarily believe in revisionist history, but I understand if this is a non-starter right away. But this movie's wild, and it's something that I've seen the trailers for, but I've never actually got to like see it and looking great. And that's really awesome. And Film Masters is like one of my favorite labels. So they have like a slew of bonus features, which is like holy crap, it's amazing. Like not only does this film really look spectacular, but they brought their A game as far as the special features go. Got a biggie here. We're going back to some mainstream stuff. Dexter's Laboratory, all 6 seasons. This really cool case. And it's your standard packaging. So I was panicked because I felt or heard something rattling around. It's just this booklet which is an episode guide. So yes, these are housed like this. It's not my favorite. As you can see, a couple discs have came out. So just be very careful. Obviously, I know why they do it. It's just more economical. And again, I don't hate it on principle. It's just you do have to kind of be extra careful with stuff coming loose. Small concession for it being not as expensive. So yeah, get into it. All right. So we are going to pivot to Severin. Now I have a big box set that I'm really excited to talk about, but we're not quite there yet. So here is a pair of Sherlock Holmes titles. We have It's apparently all surviving episodes of a BBC series of Sherlock Holmes adventures starring Peter Cushing, Nigel Stock as Dr. Watson. Genre fans will no doubt recognize him from other like cult movies. Almost back. Nice array of features. Yeah, so this is housed on 2 discs, if you were wondering. And again, a nice wealth of special features. So now we have Sherlock Holmes and the Deadly Necklace, this time by Christopher Lee and directed by Hammer horror legend Terrence Fisher, which is so fucking cool to have, especially for like completists. And here's the back. We do get some special features. Fucking, I love Severin so much. They put out really cool stuff, but they also don't really half-ass their releases like ever. Like if you know you're getting something from them, you know you're getting quality. So another label that I am always obsessed with, which is Mondo Macabro, and again, kind of like Severin, every time they release something, I'm very excited. Mondo doesn't maybe have the quantity output, but the quality is still certainly there. So this first title is Sex Apocalypse, which is a great title. In the back there. So funny story about this as well. So my so the mailer that I get this in had on the label like what the titles were, and that's not usually the case, but it was just funny seeing Sex Apocalypse on a package for me that seemed very right, seemed very correct. I just thought that was very funny, though. The next one is Fata Morgana. I'm probably not saying that right. I'm sorry to all our Spanish viewers. This one is very much like a giallo, like a Spanish giallo, which I think is really fascinating. I have some more great Spanish genre stuff coming up, which I have to say, if y'all are sleeping on really good Spanish genre outings, like don't. Uh, just don't. We are going back into the mainstream again. We want balance here. So we have a series of titles from Warner Archive. Again, I'm a huge fan. I've been so lucky to be able to review their stuff for several years now. The Shining Hour with Joan Crawford. I'm obsessed with Joan Crawford, so yeah, this is like a must own for me. And yeah, I don't know if you dig classic movies, but this is a really good one. All right, so we got Act of Violence. This is a really great thriller, film noir. We also get, I believe, a new commentary track, as well as some featurettes. I'm saving the best for last in this, so just bear with me here. The Man I Love with Ida Lupino. She's great. Ralph Walsh. This is another film noir. One that was kind of not on my radar, but after checking it out, it's very awesome. So I know this is probably like the big Warner Archive release for this month, but again, it's not my favorite. We're gonna get that to next, but it's The Flash 90 series complete collection. Which, don't get me wrong, I have a soft spot for this. It's very cheesy. I love it. Um, I know he did come back in the Flash series. Okay, so I'm so insanely excited, and I'll tell you why for multiple reasons. But the final Warner Archive title that I'm talking about is Mr. and Mrs. Smith, directed by Alfred Hitchcock. Here we go, and here is the back. Now, why is this so awesome and exciting? Well, Hitchcock on 4K, Blu-ray, any kind of upgrade is always something to celebrate. But this is also, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but I am fairly certain this was the last Warner Archive, or at least Warner Brothers produced Hitchcock film that did not have a Blu-ray release. So this was the holdout when we finally got. So that's so awesome. Like, we are so close to having every single film Hitchcock directed on Blu-ray or 4K. And yes, I know he has a missing film, so technically you will never have all of them. But yeah, it's still really awesome. I was so really excited, and I think it's a great movie. This cover I don't think does the film justice. It's a really fun, kind of weird comedy. People say like, "Oh, it's so not Hitchcock," but there very much is his flair to things, even though it's a romantic comedy. Apparently, he did this just for Carol Lombard, who tragically died not too long after this. Also, another fun fact was in this film, they go to a pizza parlor, and this was maybe one of the first movies to show anybody eating at a pizza place, which I think is really fascinating, and I love weird little trivia like that. Moving right along, I try not to keep these like insanely long. All right, so I'm a big Veronica Lake fan. So we got two titles from Kino Studio Classics. Saigon with Alan Ladd. Alan Ladd and Veronica Lake did a bunch of movies together, really excellent stuff. And again, I'm a completist. I don't know if you are as well, but more Alan Ladd, Veronica Lake is great. And I'll watch anything with Veronica Lake in it. She's amazing. I think she was such an underrated actress. Another Veronica Lake film, The Hour Before the Dawn, and this is a war thriller. Now we're getting into some 4K releases from Kino Studio Classics. We have Bad Lieutenant, and like again, holy fucking shit, this movie is awesome. It is so wild. I love Abel Ferreira. I've often been so close to interviewing him for like press junkets, and it always just never seems to happen. But one of these days. But yeah, Bad Lieutenant, so great. The sequel is great as well. I'm like hoping that gets a 4K release. Wouldn't surprise me. Um, we got Crybaby from John Waters on 4K. We have a slew of really great features. This is a stacked release. And this is really exciting because this was previously, I believe, out of print or kind of hardish to find. Whatever the case, now we got a really nice, affordable 4K release. Now we're getting into kind of some like genre stuff. Back from the Dead is a really kind of weird, creepy melodrama from the 50s. And I really love this presentation, the slipcover. We have some really great audio commentary tracks. This was one that I'm really excited about. There is a sci-fi counterpart to this as well that I'm hoping to review, but this is Republic Pictures Collection. And again, it's just a cavalcade of some like B and C grade like 40s films from obviously from Republic Pictures, and it's kind of interesting to get a curated collection from a studio that you don't necessarily kind of see promoted that much. So these are some kind of weird titles. We have The Lady and the Monster, The Phantom Speaks, The Catman of Paris, and The Valley of the Zombies. How can you not like that? Next, we have another collection, Philo Vance. I don't know if I'm saying that right. It is a like very kind of weird pre-code murder mystery series. William Powell is great. I will watch him in anything, and this is a really solid collection. These aren't very long, so you can kind of plow through these. So we are in the home stretch. All right, so we have seasons 1, 2, and 3, the complete series of The Killing. This is a Danish true crime series that is really excellent. I haven't finished this entire thing yet. I'm still on season 1. I'm really enjoying this, and again, this was something that wasn't necessarily on my radar, but wow, it's really good. And the same can be said about another series that is put out from Warner Brothers, and this is Manifest, the complete series. Here we go. And like Dexter's Laboratory, we have this like streamlined set. I'll open it up so you can see. But yeah, and again, just be careful with these. Now we're getting into like some art films slash documentaries. And again, I like that stuff too. I like horror. I like comedies. I like old movies. I like documentaries. It really just runs the spectrum. So this is Bushman. This is Queen of the Deuce. Queen Tut. So I want to end on a real high note, and I am so excited because I really dig this series. This is the Denza Macabra Volume 3 set. This time it is Spanish Gothic themed, whereas the first two volumes were Italian. So let's take a look at this. Let's open it up. I really like how they do these box sets. And I want to show you what's in here really quick. And many, if not all of these, are like Blu-ray premieres, at least um, like in the US. So these are all really hard to find titles. Severin has now made them available widely, and we have an array of really great special features. Every one of these has special features on them. That's so fucking awesome. And one hell of a box set. And I am really enjoying this collection. I like that we had a couple Italian volumes. Now we have a Spanish one. Again, I think Spanish horror doesn't get nearly the love it should. So that is the show. I really appreciate y'all for hanging out with me, checking out some of these home video releases. Again, I try to keep these under half an hour, very to the point. And please consider giving this video a like, subscribe, all that stuff. I've been trying to upload new content at least twice a week, and it's been a blast. But it really helps when more of y'all check these out and support it. So appreciate that, and I will see y'all in the next video.